So I finished Portal 2 the other day, and I thought I'd review it, even though nobody really needs a review for Portal 2. You already know whether or not you're going to buy it. In fact, you probably already have bought it. You probably beat it before I did. But I got to talk about it with somebody, so I'm talking about it with my camera. Um, I'm going to try to avoid spoilers best I can, which means talking about it in very vague terms. Uh, so it's fun. Is that big enough for you? Um, it's basically exactly what we wanted Portal 2 to be, which is to say more of the same, but a lot more. Uh, Portal 1 is already one of the most creative video games ever made, so it's not like they needed to add too much more to the gameplay. They did add a little bit more. They added some new mechanics like the gels, which are a lot of fun to play with. But mostly, it's the same good old Portal puzzle solving action from the first game, and that's what we want. Um, if I have any complaint, it's that there were a couple of areas where I had a little bit of trouble figuring out exactly what my goal was. I couldn't see an exit anywhere, and I was just sort of stumped, wandering around shooting portals at random. Uh, but then usually when I did find the solution, I felt kind of stupid. So maybe it's not the game's fault so much as it is my own fault for being stupid. But for the most part, the game was fairly intuitive and the levels were fun, and it's Portal. I mean, it doesn't need an explanation.
It's been a long time. How have you been?
So really, the things setting Portal 2 apart from Portal 1 are the fact that it's bigger and the fact that it's a new story. And again, I don't want to spoil any details of the story, but it's good. It's got some fun twists. Very few of the twists actually surprised me. Most of them I kind of saw coming, or they were foreshadowed kind of heavily, but I still enjoyed them, even when I expected them. There were a couple near the very end that I didn't see coming, and the very last shot before the end credits caught me completely off guard and made me gasp with glee. I may have said too much already, and I apologize, but yeah, enjoyed the game all the way through, enjoyed the story. There are a couple more characters this time around, and all the voice acting is great. Ellen McLain is, of course, magnificent as GLaDOS, but again, everyone already knew that. J.K. Simmons and Stephen Merchant are just as hilarious as you'd expect. The writing is top-notch. It fits right in with the first game. The whole understated, dark wit going on throughout all the dialogue. It's a lot of fun. And I enjoyed exploring more of the Aperture Science Laboratories. Especially getting to see relics of the company throughout the ages was a real treat and really opened up the world. Yeah, story-wise, everything was good. Gameplay-wise, everything was good. It's Portal 2. There's nothing bad about it. The new Jonathan Coulton song is good. I don't know if it's as good as Still Alive. I'll have to, wait and see how they hold up over time to really be able to compare them. It's kind of fighting an uphill battle, though, because, this new song actually had hype and expectations, whereas Still Alive sort of caught everyone by surprise. But it's good. It's classic Coulton. The lyrics are full of humor and bitterness and even a little bit of remorse. And I look forward to when the statute of limitations on spoilers is lifted so I can start hearing him perform it in concert.
Can you give us any Portal 2 spoilers? What do you think?
So, yeah, I mean, I realize it's boring to say, yeah, everything's good, but it's Portal 2, everything's good. The gameplay is fun, the puzzles are interesting, and they're rarely ever frustrating, but they're usually challenging enough to be fun. The story's great, the acting's great, the song I've already listened to like 50 times. And I'm looking forward to trying out co-op mode. But God only knows when I'll find the time for that.